By now, we're all familiar with smart light bulbs. These color-changing automated lighting marvels can really change up the look of a room.
But if you're looking for more than just colored lights on a timer, how about something like this?
This is the new Philips Hue Iris light. With a bold, modern look and all the smarts of the Philips Hue lineup, this light is meant to be seen. I recently purchased this light for my home, so in this review I'll talk about what makes it special, including its unique design.
I'll dive into what it's good at and not so good at, as well as how to set it up and a few things you can do with it. There's also one extra thing you might need or this light may not work in your house. I'll wrap things up with the pros and the cons, and I'll let you know if I think I can recommend this smart lamp for you.
Let's get a closer look at what you're getting. Inside the box, you get the lamp itself with the soft 2-meter fabric-wrapped cable permanently attached. This light runs off AC power 24/7 and does not have any battery power or portability. The Hue Iris is a spherical, dome-shaped table lamp that can provide ambient lighting to a smaller area. It's meant to sit on a surface or on a floor at a slight angle and to splash light upwards and out onto a wall. This light comes in several finishes. The basic options are black and white, and Philips has also introduced a special edition lineup which includes silver, gold, and a copper version. But don't let the product photos fool you, since the metallic finish is just colored plastic and the light dome is also plastic and not glass.
Fortunately, that also means the dome won't shatter if you accidentally bump it off the desk. Since this is an object you're going to look at from a distance and not really be touching a whole lot, it's not going to be obvious that it's all plastic. In fact, it looks legitimately like glass and metal, so kudos to Philips for creating a premium looking product without the breakables.
I chose the special edition copper finish for my home. The metallic special edition options do cost a bit more than the basic black and white. These will set you back about an extra $30 or $40, selling for about $140 US or $170 Canadian. Philips Hue Iris measures about 8 inches tall and 7 inches wide, making it a bit bigger than its similar ambient lamp siblings, the Philips Hue Go or Philips Hue Iris.
Getting these lights set up is incredibly easy. I've covered the Philips Hue lineup for many years, and I've never had an issue with setting up one of the lights.
This light is one of Philips Hue's Bluetooth lighting line, which technically means you can operate it without the Philips Hue bridge. While using Bluetooth only does limit some of the functions, it means you can save a bit of money by not buying the bridge. Now, the Hue bridge is a must-have piece of equipment if you plan on building out your smart home with Philips Hue lighting. The bridge connects your home's router or modem, and it's what allows your lights to connect to Wi-Fi, and that connection unlocks a lot more functionality in terms of scheduling, dimming ability, and more. The bridge is not an inexpensive item. It usually retails around $70 or so, and I've had numerous Philips Hue lights in my house for many years, so I already have the bridge. To make the connection, you also need the Philips Hue app, and to sign up for or sign into your account, choose the option for adding a light and then follow the handful of steps, which includes connecting your light to Wi-Fi. Because I already have an account and several lights in my ecosystem, I was set up in about 3 minutes. Smart lights are great because they give you a lot more flexibility with lighting. Not only can you change the brightness, but also the color temperature of basic white light, making it warmer for cozy evenings in, or cooler for keeping you alert during the workday. These lights, though, also display a full array of colors, and I love that option in the house, and I find changing the color of my smart lights can help a room feel warmer or cooler or just a bit more festive. Changing the colors on this light is easy inside the Hue app, and you can easily save your favorite options too. Using the app, you can also set automatic timers so your lights will turn on or off either with the sun or at certain times of day. I will definitely say Philips makes this ultra easy inside the app, and after using various Hue lights for over a decade, I find this is one of the easiest to use and most reliable smart lighting systems on the market. Of course, this being a smart light, you can also connect it to your preferred smart home digital assistant and use voice control. I've connected my Hue lights to both Google and Alexa, and both systems work flawlessly. Alexa, turn Hue Iris orange.
Okay.
I experimented with a few different placements in my home, including the living room, where I splashed the light on the living room wall next to the sofa. I used it near the TV, in the bedroom, as well as in my home office.
Something I'll call out right away, though, is that the cone of lighting is quite small. This isn't the type of light that's big enough or powerful enough to light up an entire wall.
It's more going to splash a little bit of accent color over a small area, and in my home that was really only about 4 or 5 feet square. In fact, that's another thing about this light. It's going to be less about splashing the color and more about turning the light into a beautiful color shifting object itself. The actual diameter of the light is far narrower than the overall size of this lamp would have you believe. There's really only a 3-inch LED bulb in here, despite the fact the overall dome is about 8 inches wide. Because the back of the bulb is also kind of transparent, it also does cast a bit of a backwards glow too.
Another thing to note about this light is that it's not incredibly bright. The Hue Iris has a total output of 570 lumens, which is not a lot, closer to something like a 40-watt traditional light bulb. Hue Iris also has a warm to cool color range of 2000 to 6500 degrees Kelvin, which is just a fancy lighting term for saying that it goes from pure white light to golden yellow light. Even at 100% brightness, it's going to be more of an ambient or nightlight style of lamp as opposed to something you could use for dedicated task lighting. Now, while all of this may sound like a lot of complaints, it's really not. I just want you to understand what you're getting with this light and how it works so you can evaluate if it's going to work well in your space.
I actually quite love the design, and I think it's beautiful and sculptural, and the ambient glow the light offers is subtle but fun. While I would really love to see a new version of this light that's brighter and could cover a much bigger area, that's not what this one is, so it's hard for me to complain about it.
Overall, I'm a big fan of the Hue lineup. I've been using probably about 20 different Philips Hue lights in my house for over a decade, and they've been pretty much completely problem-free. Let's go over the pros and the cons of this light so you can see if it might be a good addition to your smart home.
On the pro side, Philips Hue Iris is a well-designed ambient lamp that can really boost the mood of any room. The copper special edition makes for a great piece of sculptural light decor too. Yes, the lamp itself is an investment and you'll likely want the Hue bridge to unlock its full potential, but the convenience of a Bluetooth-only connection is still worthwhile. I love the color changing abilities, and the scheduling means I can count on it to turn on and off all on its own. And even though it's made of plastic, it doesn't look like it, and it certainly doesn't look cheap. And at the same time, that plastic is going to make it potentially more durable for busy households.
The light should last more than a decade thanks to its 25,000 hour bulb lifespan. I can confirm I have another Philips Hue lamp that I've already had for about 10 years, and it is still going strong as well, so I think that says a lot about these lights' durability and longevity.
So what are the downsides? This lamp is not incredibly bright, particularly for its size, and while it will splash ambient light on a wall or surface, the light doesn't cover a huge area. The light would be more of an object or showpiece rather than a method of painting your room with light. Some folks also might find themselves disappointed at the plastic build and painted metallics.
I really like this light and I think it looks fantastic in my room, and it's another great addition to my Philips Hue smart home. For that reason, I can definitely recommend it for you. Philips Hue Iris Special Edition sells for about $140 or 170 Canadian, while the basic black or white plastic versions go for about $109 or 139 Canadian, and you can get them from Philips or from Amazon. And like I said, I'm a big fan of the Philips Hue lineup. If you want to check out the most basic Philips Hue lighting starter kit, you can see that review here, or check out my other top favorite for smart lighting in your home, and that's Govee right now.